Yeah, I know that in Roll20 there is a way to make your own character sheets too. They do not make it easy. It
All
is,
right.
yeah. I mean, at least with this, it's literally a drag and drop system.
Yeah, this I can use this very easily. The I really gonna kind of miss the visualization of the other
Oh,
of the
the,
dice
the
rolling.
yeah, the 3D dice. Yeah, and I was kind of wondering about that. Like, I don't see an option for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add custom dice, but it doesn't have the 3D dice roller, which we'll,
I
we'll
mean, I can live without it. I guess.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh, that's cool. How to get to all the books and stuff.
Yeah, so the books should all the books that I've shared should be available to you. I think the only one that I didn't share, I didn't obviously, I didn't bother putting in the adventure, and then I don't think I shared the well, why not? Let's just go ahead and I'll just share the referees tome as well. But yeah, I threw pretty much everything in there.
Oh, look, there's a chat too. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm just checking it out still. I guess.
yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So one of the things that I've noticed, and you might see that so we're down in the lower left hand corner of this map. So I only got the one token up there, and other tokens are available that we can throw up on any time. But I only threw the one token up there because um, it's denoting where the party is. If the party splits up, then we can throw additional tokens in there. But this plays a lot more like an actual tabletop game rather than mostly a video game, the way Roll20 is set up. I think I lost you.
Sorry. I clicked a profile option. It kicked me out for a
Oh,
quick second,
yeah.
and then came back in. Uh, you get it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've done that.
And then it auto for some reason it's like I should come in muted with my camera off. So,
Yeah, it always starts you with camera off and mic muted. So,
but I guess that's fine. I mean, your kid could be on the background, doing something crazy,
right.
and you wouldn't want the world to see that. I guess.
Yeah, no, I kind of like this. But like I said, we're gonna try it out and see where it goes.
Yeah. I'm just there's a lot of options and stuff here that a lot of it can be really, really cool.
Yeah. There's Brian.
Yeah. You gotta actually unmute and all that shit, Brian, or it just automatically thinks that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really kind of different.
It does load faster than Roll20 does. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's got a lot more options with the audio and video.
Yep.
but less. The dice work different, but really kind of nice and quick.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, Pirates play for me.
There you go. I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
I'm gonna be off camera for a second, only because reasons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have to show if you don't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Oh well, then I'm probably gonna stay off camera. I'm house sitting, and the guy is getting ready to leave, so I'm gonna like literally right at noon was the transition time. So sorry.
No worries. No worries.
You saying transition? Are you getting a choppy-de-coffee or addictomy? I try to use those every chance I can. Medical terms and everything.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yeah.
It's so relevant to you.
Yeah. Well, people like to make sure that you get their operations down.
Right.
Yeah.
That and their
That's why we learned the order of operations when we were in school. Yeah, I get it. Different subject. But, they all blend together if you're really intoxicated during school.
Well, it's 2023. Everything blends together.
Yeah. Oh, man, today, in elementary schools, they are really having good times with their drug usage. And,
So
I don't think hard drugs were in elementary schools when I was there.
So just across the river in Oregon, Multnomah County, Portland, and the largest county, they have decided that, and I'm not quite sure how this applies, but as part of harm reduction, they are going to hand out foil pipes and straws to fentanyl addicts. Like, how is that harm reduction? I mean, why don't you just give them the fucking pills too?
Well, we've had some great ones out there. How about the duct tape and Visqueen to fend off the terrorist attacks?
Well, yeah, there was that one too.
Yeah, get your duct tape and your Visqueen, so you can survive the terror attack.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Or dig a basement and go live in your basement so you can survive the 2,000 years it takes for the nuclear holocaust to end. That was
right. Yes.
That's great stuff.
So I'm assuming that agoraphobia is Cameron.
She's muted. She
probably
doesn't know.
You need to click your mic button, and you can click your camera button to enable your video. There she is.
See, look there, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Not hearing.
There's Brian.
Yeah, look at him.
What do people know? That's a cool background. The leafy thingy that you got there going on, Cameron.
Yeah, you can hear her. She's really quiet, though.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there you are.
Now I can hear you.
You're good.
Sorry. I'm just
Maybe she just wasn't saying anything.
It's fabric, I think. Yeah.
So we were talking about the character sheet. I took the throw everything kitchen sink approach. So I altered it so that there is a slot here for 3 different classes, which is the maximum number that you can multi-class. And they each have their own level, and it'll show what your experience points are. And you'll note that you can put in what the experience point for your next level is on the right, and then you can increase, decrease where you're at. The other thing that I did, and the reason I did this is kind of because of how the character sheets work. So Initially, when I looked it up, there was the character sheet, and then there was a spell sheet, and I'm like, but you can't have two sheets up. So I just threw spells into this sheet, and in the upper left-hand corner there is a menu button. If you want to immediately go to, say, your first level spells, you can just click on it, and it'll auto scroll to that section. So yeah, we can try this out. If there's stuff that needs to be added or altered, that can be, of course, done. On the right-hand side... Whoa.
Hey! I've been good. How are you? Good to see you. Pretty good. Well, then all will be safe. Unfortunately, we're also going. We've got Italians coming in for a week on Sunday.
There we go. So on the right-hand side, you'll see that there are some buttons as well, such as your dice roller. There is... I've shared all of the books. They're all there. And then, of course, there are tokens. Right now, so we're down in the lower right-hand corner of the map, in the top of the tower. There's only one token down there. That is the general party token, and I've just got the one token down there. If the party splits up, we can switch to other tokens individually. So, and I just used a generic token for monsters rather than generating, a fuck ton of tokens. I just went ahead with just a monster token. Yeah, they got an audio player. I can throw music in here. Not that I have any, but... And then there's, of course, a chat window, which you can chat in the room. It'll show your dice rolls. And Wes discovered that when you do roll dice, it will show to the right of your character portrait as well, so everybody can see it. Like that.
Got that 2 right out of the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was a 1, but hey,
Hey, man, you can't. Yeah, if you hit the clear button, it goes right away. But I mean, you can hit the dice multiple times. For like the 2d4 wolf attack.
Right.
Yeah.
The other cool thing that this has, and I haven't quite figured out how I would use it. Well, maybe. Let me.
Yeah.
So there is an option down here at the bottom for share screen. And so like this, I can share this screen, and this is my DM map.
Okay. And there's all of you.
Yep. And there's all of us.
That's when you're saying, look at me now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, and I can view each of your character sheets as well. Huh. So yeah, it has some pretty cool features, and one of the things that I was saying is that this plays, or so far it looks like it plays more like an actual tabletop game rather than what Roll20. I mean, we've been dealing with Roll20 for so long; it's a little weird to think of it as weird, but it is weird in that Roll20 takes the approach to role-playing games more that they are focused as being a board game. And I, having played Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games in general for, what, 42... Yeah, about 42 years, 43 years. We never ever focused 100. As strong as Roll20 pushes it, we never focused on the actual moving of the minis and whatnot. In fact, most of the time, with few exceptions, yeah, everybody would go out and probably buy a mini, and they would paint it up to look like their character, but it was kind of used more. You would set the room layout, but nobody like counted squares and yeah, it's just really weird, this focus on the mini moving aspect. For the most part, everything that I played was theater of the mind, and so that is kind of the direct. This is how I run my home games. I have a map on the screen on the TV that everybody can see, so we know where we're going. And then for the most part, the rest of it's all theater of the mind, and I really like that. It I have noted that moving minis around on a board, it takes something away from the game. It really lowers player agency, because now instead of players listening to what is told to them about the description of the room itself, instead they're counting squares to see how far they can move, how they can move, where they can get to. And so, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. But if we decide that we don't like it, we can go back to the Roll20. But I figure we'll try this for a week or two and see how it goes. Having said that, welcome to Braunhaven. We will be picking up where we left off last week. Or, I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago. We had last week off because I was away for a wedding. And, yeah, these guys are in-game. They camped up here in the belfry after getting into a fight with a bunch of harpies. The harpies were more successful than even I. That turned out so great. So the harpies had charmed Dentry and Jackson L. Samuel, and they set Dentry, the half-orc fighter, to guard the belfry, and he held his action until some of his compatriots came up the stairs, and unfortunately for Toomey the fairy cat, curiosity got the better of the cat. She came to the top of the stairs, and Dentry swung his flaming sword and got a natural 20 and cut Toomey in half. And Toomey is no longer with us. Poor flaming kitten. But before we get started, we would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. Today, we would like to thank Boston Scally Company. Boston Scally makes beautiful scally caps. They have all different. They have a massive selection of scally caps. Single panel, 5-panel, 8-panel, peakies. They've got a hat for you. Numerous different fabrics as well. They are having a summertime cap sale. So definitely check out one of their new ones is the Rocket Pop. It is a light cotton poly blend, and perfect for summertime wear. The ones that I usually wear are a wool poly blend. I've got the Sunday, and then I've got the Irish Rose, both of which I absolutely adore. And about the only time I don't want to wear them is if it gets over about 85, then I don't want to wear a hat, and sometimes it gets so hot I don't even want to wear clothes. So it's just going to be a stay inside in the air conditioning kind of day. But definitely check out Boston Scally Company. Check out their summertime sale, and just go to bostonscally.com and pick out a hat for yourself. If you are a fan of the show and the channel in general, we do have a merch store via Zazzle. We've got a beer stein with the Greenwater Mercantile logo on it. We have a plethora of t-shirts, one of which is the pirate flag design from our Wednesday night Pirates Drynax campaign made by the wonderful Cameron. And we've got a fleece blanket that comes in 3 sizes that is a map of the Braunhaven Glostian Empire. We've got buttons. The buttons galore. So yes, please if you want to help support the channel, 100% of those proceeds from that go directly back into the channel. So, but please check it out, and we appreciate your patronage. Speaking of Braunhaven, I am halfway done with the first level of the namesake dungeon for the Lost Mines of Drothamstone, so that is quickly approaching. I'm debating, but I think this dungeon is going to be at least 3 or 4 levels. So, I mean, it is a big dungeon. I mean, it is a dwarven mine, a dwarven hall, and so there's a lot going on there. And yeah, it'll have a complete hex crawl map. It's going to be a big addition to the campaign. So definitely keep an eye open. And if you are just coming into it, we do have the Braunhaven Adventure Bundle PDF that includes the Braunhaven campaign setting, the Thing in the Basement, the Light in the Church, the Nobleman's Manor, and the adventure that these guys are currently doing, the Ruins of Castle Braun, is all included in that PDF, and it saves you a couple dollars over buying them individually. So check it out, and I appreciate it. So, like I said, where we left off, you guys are camping. You do get the benefit of a long rest. Let me remove some check marks here for my timekeeping records. So yeah, everybody can roll a D3, and where'd my D3? Yeah, there is a D3 in the dice roller, so you can roll that. And keep in mind, because you have Alora with you, that you do have a you do have the ability to double that or any lost hit points. And, of course, you get all your spell slots back.
So we roll D3 twice for each character, and then multiply it by 2?
Just roll D3 for each character, and you can times that by 2.
Okay. So.
I wonder if you can... Custom...
And so, are we camping like at the wagon? Is that what we're doing?
No, you you guys were camping at the top of the stairs in the belfry, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we didn't want to go anywhere. It was
That's
pretty
fine.
crazy.
Okay. Well, that's no problem. Just trying to see what we were doing. What do you guys want to do? Oh, we got to roll. We rolled our hit points, and we're good. We're free to go now about the building. We can take the.
Sure.
Yeah, and actually, hold on here. You know, I thought this was a good idea, but I've changed my mind. Here's an Allura token. And here's a Mavis token.
Cool. Oh, it disappeared.
Oops. Yeah. And here's Foreman token.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, we're getting tossed in the clink.
Yeah, you're upstairs. Malachi token.
In the hole.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Willow token. Entry. Jackson. There we go. And I believe you guys should be able to click on those tokens and move them wherever you'd like to go. So.
Alright. Yep, you're right. We can.
Awesome.
So,
Okay.
right.
So you have pretty much this beginning area. You did come up into the You went up the stairs into the main worship hall. I need to remember what I called that. Yes, well, boy, I nailed that. It is the worship hall, and but you haven't really explored beyond that. You decided to go up into the belfry, and then things happened with the harpies. You know what I might do? So right now I am using an initiative tracker on my tablet, but what I might do is I might just create an initiative tracker character sheet for me as the host and share it so that everybody can see it. I might do that.
There's no initiative tracker here, I guess.
No. Now, I don't know. It's funny because they might be adding stuff. And that would definitely be something I wouldn't mind seeing them add. But being the host, I don't need my own personal character sheet because I'm the DM. But I could replace that with an initiative tracker sheet and make it so that everybody you could just click on my avatar and it would allow you to see, you know, that particular sheet. As for and that was the other thing, avatars. So on the maybe not. Interesting. So if you would like avatars, I can add them for your character sheets. I can throw your character avatars over into, there is a little images icon on the right hand side with some images in there. I can throw additional images. So like if you want, for instance, a Mavis, I can add a Mavis. So I will find Mavis here. Mavis. Here's Mavis. So for instance, I just added a picture of Mavis. I will go ahead and make that public. And so now I believe if Cameron wanted to add that picture to her character sheet's avatar, so in the picture in the upper left-hand corner, you can click update, or update avatar, and you could save this image of Mavis and then add that to your avatar if you'd like.
Cool.
Yeah, there's just some really cool functions here. There's Warman. Yeah, it's a lot of it. A lot of the stuff that I'm running into, where I get confused or I have, it's because I'm overthinking it, and it is really quite. It's quite intuitive and it's very simple, which I'm a huge fan of simple. I think that's everybody. Yeah, girl below. So yeah,
I can't move Borman.
cannot move forward. Okay, check out token. Interesting. Oh, now he moved.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was me.
Oh, you moved him?
Oh.
I control you now.
It let me move it there. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's cool.
sometimes I've noticed, like, and keep in mind that this is still in early access, so I'm sure, like, if I put in a request and said, hey, you know what would be great if we had an initiative tracker, that would be cool. I'm sure that that'll get dumped onto their plate, and I can't imagine that they haven't already heard that. But
Yeah.
you know, squeaky wheel gets the grease. And then what I have noticed, like, if you get towards the edge of the map, you start to run into things like that where you can't move the token. And I'm sure that that'll get ironed out. I mean, they seem to be fixing and adding stuff as they go, fairly quickly, a lot faster than Roll20 did. I mean, or does. So, all right. So, I take it you guys are wanting to go back down and start going into the warship hall area, where Borman is currently at. So, Borman and Maven.
Borman would be invisible if he was out exploring.
That is true.
That's how he likes to roll.
Okay, so Borman.
He would be trying to sneak, so...
But I
Borman.
want to show off how good I am at checking for traps.
Yes, yes,
'Cause I did it last week.
yes. Yeah, and somehow nobody died from traps. I mean,
Right.
you know. So, Borman, you want to roll a save versus petrification.
Okay. Seven.
And I'll tell you why in just...
Well, I walked past him. Should I have done that also?
Well, he went in first, and there's only one, and it is a trap.
Damn.
But I'm rolled below my score. My score is 12.
Yeah, but you want to roll over for saves.
Okay.
So,
There.
yeah.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Because then the higher your score is, the less of a chance you have to use that skill.
Well, for saving throws, you want to roll over, and as you level up, those scores will get lower.
Oh, okay.
The only time you want to roll low is for ability checks. So,
All right.
oof, ouch. So, as Borman steps into the warship hall, he gets to the top of the stairs, and he takes a step, and falling masonry comes down off the ceiling onto Borman's head for
Shit.
a total of 8 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he gets...
Was that a trap?
It was a trap.
Oh, I didn't get to the point where I would be checking for traps, but okay. I will take 8 points of damage.
Yeah, the save versus petrification was for half.
I'll go ahead and do a cure light wounds because that was crazy.
Okay.
So
So for that, what you... Let's see here. You could do... Whoops. Wrong button.
you get like 4 back.
So it's 1d6 plus 1. You could click add buff, and for custom, put 1 in there, and then roll a d6. And it should add them together. And it indeed does. That works pretty damn slick.
Is that how you do it?
So on the dice roller, you see where it says add buff?
Like that? Okay.
And then in custom, you just delete the 0, put a 1 in, and click D6 and click roll, and it should crap out a total number.
It gave me 4, so.
Okay. So Borman gets 4 hit points back.
He gets half of his health returned after all the bricks smacked it out of him.
Yep. All right. So this room, it is this floor in here is a burgundy and white, or originally it was burgundy and white mosaic tiles all across the floor, and now it is water damaged and the tiles are cracked. The ceiling has wood beams and you can actually see the shingles. They didn't plaster, beneath the shingles. The ceiling here is 20 feet tall, and there are these. The stars in here are purple veined marble statues, and then in the middle of this rim is a white marble altar that has been inlaid with a thin filigree of gold. The two large statues in the middle of the chamber are there is one statue of the god Janus or Janau, and and then his wife Festus, and they stand on the north and south sides of the altar. On the north end of the room, there are smaller statues depicting the gods Maricus, Aeopus, Massus. Oh no, I was right the first time. Janus and Festus were the two large ones, and then there is Janau, Julius on the north, and on the southern wall, the smaller statues depict the gods Agaron, Septim, Octus, Navius, and Decus. And then, of course, there are two doors, one on the north side, one on the south side, that continue on to the east.
Okay. I'll check this one for traps.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you can go ahead and roll a d6. I mean, why not?
Looks safe to me.
But the door is stuck. It is water damaged and stuck in its in the door jamb, and will need to be. It'll need a healthy shove to get the door open.
Entry.
Is Brian with us?
Huh?
I don't know. He's got his mute on.
Yeah, I know he had to. He's house sitting, so he may have had to step away for a second.
Oh.
All right.
There he is.
I'll bust that bitch open.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, with the one you do. Well, yeah, you do. You have a
Better.
You got a 4 and
do it.
yeah, you got a 4 and 6 chance. Yeah. So Dentry busts open the door, and that leads into the ecclesiastical hall. And
Ooh.
in here,
I wonder though, since we've. Oh shit.
in here, so this room or this hallway has water damage and rotted hardwood floors and walls. There are wood beams and shingles, but there are numerous places where the shingles have given way, and water has come in. There are puddles on the floor all over the place. The first thing that Dentry notices, and Dentry and Mavis catch the whiff immediately because they're nearest the door. The entire hall has the nauseating smell of death and decay. And that is because there are 4 gas in here.
Oh man. Well, I hope I can turn them.
Yes. So, first things first, let me bring up my handy dandy thingamabobber, and I roll a d6. And they got a whole whopping 5. Everybody roll initiative, d6 plus your dex modifier.
So
So,
2 for Laura,
so Alora got a 2.
I think, or was that my last roll?
I
I don't know.
yeah, I clicked the thing on for auto clear because I got tired of having to click the clear button.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll do that too then. So 2 for Laura, 5 for Mavis.
Okay. See, look at this. We're already rolling better. What did Borman get?
Borman got a 5. Malachi got a 4. And Willow the War Dog got a 2.
Yeah. And what about Dentry?
Gentry got a
For
2.
Gentry and a 4 for Jackson.
I'm sorry, what did Dentry get?
1.
Okay.
Tired himself out after kicking the door in, you know.
Well, yeah. And Jackson got a 4? Okay. So Dentry and Mavis kind of recoil at the stench of these gas, and actually, so the gas are surprised. Dentry and Mavis roll a d6.
Two.
Or actually, no, the gas aren't surprised. Dentry is not surprised, but Mavis is surprised.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, Borman, you see Mavis kind of... her mouth is open, aghast at what she smells. So, Borman, what would you like to do?
Can I see that gas there at the corner there?
No. Not yet. Well... Yeah, I would say that you would just have line of sight. You could see that something's moving over there.
All right, well, I will step forward.
Each square
get
is
little-
5 feet, so...
Well, yeah, I'm going to just move like 10 foot, and I'm going to shoot a +2 arrow at it.
Okay, and because of this corner, he kind of has cover. I'm going to say that would be a -2 to the attack.
That's fine. Let's see. I'll get 3 for my dex, 1 for my weapon specialization, and -2. So this would be +2.
Okay. So you can go to add buff and just put in +2, or 2 in custom, and pick your D20 and click roll, and it should add that all together for you. Theoretically.
5.
Oh shit. Okay, well, no, that is not going to hit. That arrow sticks into the rotten hardwood of the wall and sends out a shower of splinters. Mavis is surprised. The ghasts. Wow, they can move quite steadily. 20 feet. He is going to attack Dentry.
How dare you?
Now, let's see here. He's going to try and bite Dentry.
How dare he?
Give you a hickey.
Let's let it go.
What's Dentry's armor class?
1.
Is my... Combat. I do like having the attack matrix here. So, let's see. It's They have a THAC0 of 16. And a 15 does hit a 1. So, Dentry's... The first thing that's going to happen to Dentry is he is going to take... What, D4? Or... Yes, D4. 3 points of damage, and Dentry needs to make a save versus paralysis.
Ready? Save with the paralysis. Paralysis. Where are you? There you are. And where's my D20? Oh wait, no. And I wanted to get over.
Yes. Yeah, that is not good. Okay, so Dentry is going to be paralyzed for 6 turns, so an hour, 60 minutes. And
6 turns.
And the gas gets the gas gets another attack.
Yeah.
But misses with a 4 somehow. Well, even with a +2 because he's paralyzed, that's still a 6. That's going to be a mess. Additional gas. 20, 25.
It just wasn't strong enough to get past my armor. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
45.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
I am thinking with this gas, smarter than the rest. 5, 20, 25.
So since
30,
I'm paralyzed,
35.
is that thing that lets me help other people not count now?
I would say no, it does not. No. Okay.
You just stand in the doorway looking like a statue?
Yes. Yeah.
Or did I fall over because I no longer can hold myself up?
That is a very good question. How does that work? Let's ask the great and knowledgeable Tim. Let's see here.
On the ground.
Now, I would say that you're just frozen in place. You haven't been like turned to stone, but you collapse to the ground. You are paralyzed. It's quite obvious that Dentry is still breathing, but aside from that, he can move his eyes and he's still breathing, but blinking is difficult, and he just can't move his limbs. Malachi, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna kind of stay put and observe.
Okay, you can do that.
You gonna huff the death stink?
Well, I mean, I don't think I have a magic attack on anything right now, and so I'm going to try to figure out a way to be helpful, but I'm really just kind of hoping that Mavis will make all these guys go away.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so Malachi is going to just hang back. Whoops, that's not the button I wanted. Here we go. Jackson, what would you like to do?
Jackson. Jackson, see the one that came through the other doorway?
I would say yes, he would have seen that, yeah. Yeah, they don't have any kind of... Now, here's the thing with the carrion stench. Those that are within 10 feet, so 2 squares of these guys, have to save versus poison or take a -2 to hit while in melee with them. Because these guys reek. But Jackson, you can make a... It's up to you. I mean, you can make a ranged attack. You can run up and just deal.
You mean my ranger with horrible dexterity?
Yes, your ranger with the bad dex. Whatever.
He's gonna run up on this one.
Okay, so you can make a save versus poison. So that would be a death save.
Oh, death save?
Yep, save versus D. Save versus the D.
Oh, right, that's right. Poison's really bad.
Yeah, poison's. Yeah. In this case, you're not going to die, but yeah.
All right, well, here we go with the poison death save.
Save versus a D. If I had a number of times I said that in my life.
I am poison. Hardy. I know how to handle bad stenches.
Yeah, so you do not have the -2 to hit.
I'm one with nature. Ain't gonna phase me.
You've been hanging around Malachi too long, that's why.
Alrighty, and I will make an attack. Or not.
Okay, well, you're at least
I mean, I made an attack.
Yeah, you did make an attack. You just you just didn't succeed. What's Willow the War Dog want to do?
Nothing.
Willow's gonna hang back up.
Like, imagine how bad that stink would be if you had the sense of smell that a canine does.
All right.
Oh, that would.
Yeah. Willow's either repulsed greatly, but more than likely really wants to get it in her mouth. Because you know how dogs are. So Willow is looking at Alora and whining and looking in that direction. What does Alora want to do? Witchy woman.
Well, I thought that Mavis had a higher.
She did, but Mavis was surprised.
Oh, okay. I'll let Willow retreat if they want to, and then I can throw a dagger from here at the one.
So these stairs go up about 7 feet.
So I need to get to the top of
Yeah,
it.
you'd need to go to the top of the stairs, and then who do you want to throw? You want to throw a dagger at the guy with that's fighting Jackson?
Yes.
All right.
Let me try. So D20. Okay. 18.
That is going to hit.
Okay. Four, 6. Cool.
Okay. All right. Okay, so your dagger sticks into this ghast, and then of course flings itself back out and right back into your hand. But the ghast is still up, and I mean, you could say, well, he's about a third of the way injured. What does Dentry? Well, Dentry's paralyzed. That's right. Dentry paralyzed for the next hour. We are back to Borman. You could theoretically, if Borman wanted to, he could step over Dentry's paralyzed body.
Yeah, but it really smells there, and I can use my.
So well, I mean, even where you're standing, it stinks enough that you are within. You're within 10 feet, so you still have to make a.
I'll back up.
Yeah, you could back up a bit.
I'll back up and throw a throwing axe.
There you go.
That's a dex based attack.
It is.
So.
And it's what, +2 for your magical throwing axe?
It's a +1 axe. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that'd be a total of. Here I want a total of 3.
Shit.
Hold on, I gotta push the roll button.
There
So that'd be 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit. That'll hit below 0. That hit a -3 AC.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, this will be clear. And this is +1. 10 points of
Okay.
damage.
So there's this loud crack as the axe buries itself into the chest of this guy and then flings back into Borman's hand. And I mean, you did some serious damage. You can there's a cracking of bones. The ribs are busted, and there's like a flood of even more stank that comes off of this guy now that he's been opened up. Mavis, you are no longer surprised. You could do something.
And finally try and turn the thing.
Now, my question, of course, let me double check something, but let's see. Does Cure Light Wounds? So, Cure Light Wounds can cure paralyzing effects.
Oh, good.
So, if you wanted to touch Dentry and get him back into the fight, you could, or you could wait. It's up to you.
These are undead, right?
They are.
Okay, I'll try and turn them this turn.
Okay. So you probably want to stand in the square right behind Dentry and to do that so that they can all, of course, see you.
Check out this holy symbol, fuckers.
Let's see. What level is Mavis now?
5.
Yeah. Are 4 hit dice. Alright, so go ahead and roll your TD6.
Oh, I got 7. Is it not?
Perfect. They are turned. On their turn, they will attempt to run as far away. Now, actually, let's stay here.
Does that make it visible?
Turning. Will leave the area if possible and will not harm or make contact with the cleric. Okay, so they are going to try and run away
You're
from.
scared of me.
Yeah, they want to be away from Mavis. In fact, Jackson, you get a free attack because this guy is going to turn and run at full speed, and if he had a shield, he wouldn't get to use his shield. So Jackson, you get a free attack.
Free attack, I like. Uh, 19 with a tackle of 17. I can hit a -2.
That's a hit.
Sweet. All right, now I will get rid of that one and roll a d8 now for 6 points of damage.
Okay. So, yeah, you slash this guy very nicely. But he is still up. Let's see here. He's going to run away. Look at this map. Ah! Sorry, I clicked my back button. Dumb. 50. He opens and shuts the door.
BRB.
Okay. This guy, 5, 10, 50, 25, 30, 35, 40. Five. And this guy. They all open these doors and run and are trying to hide from you guys. I mean, you know where they went. But you are technically, at this point, out of combat. What would you guys like to do from here? So, I mean, Mavis could brush Dentry's hair and save him from the paralysis.
I'm gonna have Alora do that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, diversify with the spell slots. So let's see here. So add 7.
Okay.
Get back if we lost any HP.
Yeah, and so yeah, Dentry gets is cured of his paralysis to get 7 hit points back.
Heck yeah.
Oh, he stepped away for a second.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Too bad this place is filled with stinky things.
Right.
Yeah.
It's otherwise, a really nice chapel.
Well, I mean, there's a reason they're here hunting, in theory. But
Is there, or they just end up places like animals? I don't really know.
they might go away on their own now that we've gotten rid of the vampire and shit.
True.
The undead presence has been vastly diminished here.
Yes, Diablo's forces have been weakened. Borman, where do you want to go? Borman and Malachi and Willow.
Malachi and Willow are gonna. I was under the impression that I was up above everybody, so
We're out of initiative, so
yeah,
we're just waiting at this point for Brian to get back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand guard, get the shield on and the frostbrand, and kind of stand guard here.
Okay.
You know.
So yeah, these guys, when they ran away, they shut the doors. They are cowering in fear.
Right. Is that a permanent thing?
So I was just looking at that. It doesn't say that there is a time limit on. I think that once they fail their save, that's it. They don't want anything to do with Mavis.
They're scared.
Yeah, I guess the right thing to do is to hunt them down and destroy them as they cower in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should not
be a nice, honorable way to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I'll do the throwing axe. Just kind of ask Mavis to hang out with me, and we can just, maybe even get a Laura hit on it with her dagger there.
Yeah, let's go room to room and do it.
Yeah. And we can roll that out, or you can give it to us. But
so, which door do you want to open first?
I mean, I guess I'll start right there where the Alora and Mavis are.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the routine now. I'm gonna look for traps and see how that works out. And I ought to find any traps, and then try to open the door quietly. I appear to have done that with another one.
Okay. So, you don't find any traps, and the door is not locked. This room is it looks like a priest's bedchambers. They're scratched up hardwood floors. There's water damaged plaster, and there's wood beams on a 10-foot ceiling. There is a double bed that has been stuffed with down, but it is so waterlogged that the down is now moldy. I mean, you can smell the mold in the air, and this ghast is literally crouched down, trembling and hiding behind the bed.
Just gonna throw the distance weapons at him. You know, if it's gonna cower there, we'll do that unless something changes. There's no reason for anybody to approach.
Okay, so you get a because he is cowering, you get a +2 to your attack.
All right, so I'll do this. This should go out. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna see how this works here. I'm going for the throwing axe, and then there, and then I get to add a buff. And then it's a D20, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, then the damage is going to be 2d6 plus 1. So I'll clear that. And then I hit this, maybe? No.
So you can click add buff, and then what I do is I just add all my stuff into the, there you go.
It's 9 points of damage with the throwing axe.
Okay, so this guy, you huck your throwing axe at him. Actually, yeah, your throwing axe just gouges a massive gash in this guy's chest, and he's still up, but he doesn't want to get anywhere near Mavis. He's incapable of really doing anything because he is turned.
Yeah.
Okay, so Laura could.
Yeah, Laura can throw a dagger.
Okay. Then add 1, 15.
Yeah, that hits.
6 altogether.
Okay, and that ends this ghast. He crumbles to the floor dead. Stinky, but dead.
Ew.
So I'm sorry, this room is actually, I said it was a bed chamber. It is not. This room is actually a, there is just a wood bench for kneeling. This is a prayer room. A private prayer room.
Alright. I'm more worried about the gas than
Right.
searching for everything. So I'm going to just, right up here on the next one, let's see, I got a 1 and a 4 on trying to open it quietly. So I really didn't open it quietly, but I should have found any traps that are there. Unless they're
So you do find that there is a trap on this door, and it is the hinges of the door. So these are double doors. The hinges are set up in such a way that they will trigger a dart trap.
Wouldn't the gas have set it off when he went in?
That is a good question. Let's see. Did he? He did. Fucking idiot. So the ghast is going to take. Ooh, he's going to take all 4 of those darts.
maybe they were dipped in holy water.
This is going to be times 4. So he's going to take 8 points from. So you open this door, you realize that there was a trap. All 4 of the darts are now stuck in the chest of this ghast in here. What do you guys want to do?
to kill the gas with distance weapons.
Okay, so whatever you guys, whoever wants to make their first ranged attack, go for it.
Is that still paralyzed on the floor?
No, and you got 7 hit points back.
Oh. How many?
7.
Oh, shit. That's full.
Does it 17 hit him?
Yes, it does.
Alright. This is plus 1. 9 points of axe damage
Okay.
to his darted ass.
And does Alora want to throw her dagger?
Yeah, sure. Hey, that's gotta work.
What'd you get?
Oh, I rolled 15 again. So.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Does it show my dice rolls?
Yeah, you can click on chat. It's the very bottom button on the right-hand side. And so yes, yeah, you got a 15 with a plus 2 is 17.
And if you, next to your camera picture, you can see your little dice too.
Right, but it'll only show what your current roll is. So,
That's correct.
so you did an additional what? 4 points. Yeah, this
4.
this ghast is no longer with us. Dentry, you see them opening doors and dealing with the gas. What does Dentry and Jackson want to do? Now, one of the gas ran away to the north when Mavis turned them, but the others, they know that they're down here. I don't necessarily know that Jackson would know where this last gas did.
I saw the one that ran away from me, right?
Yeah, you saw that he went through the northern door, but you're not. You heard another door shut, but you can't. You wouldn't have been able to see exactly where he went.
Okay. Well, then I will. Jackson or Gentry's turn?
Either one. We're out of initiative. Okay. They're just slaughtering what's left here.
All right. Well, in that case, Dentry will just join the party to kind of see what's up here and go, "Hey, what's in this room?"
So there is a gas. He is cowering down behind the bed. So before we get too far here, the last room that these guys went in with the darts, that was a scriptorium. It has scratched up hardwood floors, wood beams, and shingles. There are puddles all over all over the floor, and the walls are inset with bookshelves. And most of the stuff in here looks like it is damaged beyond reclamation due to water damage. Like the books are swollen. Some of the scrolls have rotted away into pulp, but you guys didn't spend any time really searching the room. This room, this ghast is hiding in a priest's bedchambers, and the bed the mattress was filled with down due to water damage. It is now moldy and rather disgusting.
Can I see it hiding?
Oh yeah. It is cowering behind the bed, looking towards the door where Mavis is standing with her holy symbol out, and it is terrified of Mavis. It's rather pathetic, other than the fact that it is, dead and stinky.
Having just been paralyzed by one, I don't think I'll probably rush in for this one, so I will throw the axes.
Okay.
So do I have to take any minuses for the cover that it has?
No. In fact, you get a +2 to hit.
Oh.
Because it's cowering.
Yeah, it literally can't do anything while Mavis is in fight.
So +2 to hit for the cowering, plus the +1 for range, so +3. Okay.
Ah! Oh! So, the axe swings through the room, slices open the mattress, and you see a puff of spores come out. But aside from that, that is the most that you get. What is Jackson doing?
Jackson is most certainly going to come up into this hallway, kind of cautiously, kind of get to the door, open it, check the hallway out, and then if he doesn't, seeing that traps have been the bane of our existence, he's going to check for one anyway, because why not?
So, Jackson doesn't see it. There isn't a trap on this door. He sees that, this ecclesiastical hall, scratchy hardwood floors. There is a set of double doors leading to the north, and then there is a single door on the eastern side that leads to the north. And of course, the rest of the hallway continues south to where everybody else is at.
All right, well, always got to clear your room, so I'm going to take the first door and come to here and open the first door, kind of peek in.
Okay, so in here, you see the Ghast is up hiding behind this table, but then suddenly when he sees that it's you and not Mavis, the Ghast suddenly becomes brave.
Oh.
With its whole terrifying 2 of initiative. Everybody can roll initiative. At least until... what did Borman get?
7.
All right.
And Malachi got 3, and Willow got a 6.
Okay. And what did Mavis and Alora get?
A 3 and a 4. I could go do it alphabetically, but I'm whatever.
Okay, so alphabetically, Alora got a 3, or got a 4, and Mavis got a 3. What did Dentry get?
Dentry got a 3.
Okay.
Jackson got a 1. Got to stick with what I've been always doing, which is first die was Dentry, second die was Jackson.
All right. Yeah, definitely. So, I'm definitely keeping this attack matrix, but I'm going to create a Braunhaven DM sheet that's going to have an initiative tracker and blackjack and hookers and everything. Okay. So, Borman, you're down here with this terrified Ghast. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna throw an axe.
All right.
Here we go. I rolled a 1.
Oh, shit. So your axe sticks into the wall, and you can see the axe vibrating, trying to fling itself back to your hand, but it's stuck in the wall right over the gas head. And the gas, if it kind of lets out a creepy sound that could be a laugh.
Yeah.
What does Willow want to do?
Nothing.
Okay. What, you don't want the dog to get the same treatment as Toomey the fairy cat? I mean,
for the most part, Willow's gonna hang around the clothy people until he can be retired.
okay. All right.
He's done his job. He can't get experience.
Right.
The creatures are starting to get above his pay grade, and he was great when we were level 1. But I really don't want him dying. He's really carried us a couple times. So
That's true. That's true.
So my game plan as soon as possible is to set him up in our place of residence.
Yeah.
With a nice yard and some cats to chase and people to smell.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah. What does Alora want to do?
Let's see. Can I get in here to...
Yeah, that doorway's kind of crowded with the 3 of you.
I'll push Mavis out of the way and throw stuff.
Yeah, you could step into the room, throw. He still can't. If Mavis is standing in the doorway, he still doesn't want to get close enough. As long as she is within sight, he's stuck.
So it'd be 13 to hit.
That is going to miss, actually.
Alrighty.
But it flings back into Alora's hand. What's Malachi doing?
This is target practice, huh?
I know, right?
Malachi is gonna come over here and watch and bring Willow with him.
Bravely sniff the air. Be like, I love the smell of death.
Well, no, I mean, if worse comes to worse, I got the marionette spell, but I really don't see a point in busting that out just yet.
Yeah, true. Mavis, what are you doing? I mean, you could keep the holy symbol up. You could step right up to him and smack him if you wanted to.
Okay, let's do it.
He's cowering, and there's nowhere for him to go. I mean, I guess he could try to scramble over the bed, but...
I rolled a 1. Way to go, me.
Oh, shit!
I think I probably hit myself with the mace somehow.
No, you go to swing, and you miss him, and it bounces off the wall, and you are knocked... Oh, the rebound of the axe bouncing off, or the mace bouncing off the wall kind of knocks you over onto the bed. You lose your balance a bit. Not a terrible situation, and he's not going to attempt to touch you because he doesn't want anything to do with that. Dentry, what would you like to do?
I will try again to throw my axes because we've all had so much success with throwing axes.
Yes.
Clearly how it goes.
Well, our roll started off really well.
And then...
That's a hit.
Yeah.
So 2d4 or 2d6 plus 1.
2d6 plus 1, not 3. Okay.
Oof. So this guy eats all the shit and is no longer with us. The axe buries itself in the gas forehead, and he crumples to the floor. Meanwhile,
and I looked at everybody and goes, "Where's Jackson?"
Meanwhile, up here, this gas is like, "Hey, this dude doesn't have a holy symbol," and 15, 20 steps right on up and is going to make 2 claw attacks on
Jackson.
On Jackson. First attack.
It'll be when Jackson screams
Nat
that we know that
20.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So Jackson will take 4 points of claw damage and needs to make a death save versus paralysis.
Man, what?
That's bullshit. Poor Jackson.
Things got spicy.
Yeah, but you know he's got some good loot on him. No, I'm joking. We have
Jackson's like, I don't give a fuck about you ghouls and your poison.
Okay, so he survives paralysis on the first attack. Second attack, 14 is going to hit AC 2.
Oh yeah, then he hits me. I have AC 4.
Okay, for 3 points of damage, and you need to make another death save.
All right, well, let's do that again. Fuck.
Oh,
Didn't do so well that time.
so Jackson, you get slashed, and you are paralyzed for 6 turns, 60 minutes. Oof. So Jackson is paralyzed. Borman, what are you doing? So Borman, I will allow you. Let's see. You are a thief.
Yes. Thank you for the compliment. pretty good at it. Like,
you
one
do
time
have- You're annoying.
at band camp.
What level? What level thief are you?
4.
Go ahead and roll a d6.
All right. Roll, bugger. 3.
Okay, so Borman, you can hear the sounds of a fight to the north. Not, a huge battle, but there is a ruckus going on to the north.
So I'm going to head that way. Oop, that's the wrong guy. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I catch that line of sight?
Oh. I would say yes, but you're going to be at -2. This corner of the wall here is tricky.
Yeah, but it's a magic throwing axe, and
Yes.
So I'm gonna. There we go, and then a D20, and then all right. This will be at -2 because it's a miss.
All right.
Yeah.
So the axe kind of swings around, comes back
Yeah.
to your hand, but you do miss. Willow.
Yeah.
Willow's just going to hang out with the clothy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, what would you like to do? I would imagine that Borman probably.
I did say some stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh my God! Jackson is being touched in a bad way.
I mean, Jackson did call out, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, he is.
Show the cleric where the gas touched you.
Yes, it is.
Can anybody ride on my broom with me or no?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Can anybody else ride on the broom with me, or is it a single person?
I believe so. So we will go down here to the referee's Tim. I will view it in a new window. And specifically, what I am looking for. Specifically, I'm looking for a page. Wow. Let's see here. I want miscellaneous items. Is a broom of flying. Yes, an additional passenger may be carried. When carrying 2 people, the broom speed is 180 feet exploration or 60 feet encounter.
Okay, I just thought it might be nice to speed a Mavis over towards the danger since she's got the holy symbol.
Yeah?
Are each of these squares 5 feet?
They are. They are.
Okay.
So you could move 60 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20.
She's got to go save Jackson.
So we can make it to about here.
Yeah.
With her on board, and I'd imagine that would take my whole turn.
Yes. So, well,
Okay.
I mean, you could still throw a dagger.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot.
Especially since,
That's not gonna make it.
no, that's not going to do it. But yeah, Jackson's curled up in a ball on the ground. Malachi. Imagine Malachi's probably wanting to go around and collect gassed fingers or something. I'm going to make a necklace.
Well, I mean, are the gas a fleshy thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gas. I can tell you what it says about gas. It says. So, a grotesque, animalistic, undead human that craves the flesh of the living. They exude a nauseating carrion stench. Usually found among packs of ghouls.
I will, go ahead and come in here and get me a sample of some good old killed gas material. I'll try to put, like his pinky finger in a vial or something. Maybe his tongue. Maybe put his tongue in a little vial.
Yeah, all right.
You know, I'm gonna do some ritualistic stuff with it later on. I'm gonna add it to my character.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to know what Malachi's going to do with a gas tongue.
Man, you know, I'm gonna try to make a talking spell book.
He's gonna invent the first +1 fleshlight.
Yeah, but anyway, I have a gassed tongue is what I'm gonna settle on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mavis, I know you're probably holding up your holy symbol, which, I mean, yeah.
I'll run over.
Okay, and you can make an attack as well. You could smack him with your mace.
Let's see.
And I'm gonna say because he's going to get ready to run away from you. You're gonna get a +2 to that attack.
I think I upgraded last time. I found a +2 warhammer.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
a
better.
+4 total plus your strength modifier.
No, I don't have a strength modifier.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you know,
That's still pretty good.
+4 is still pretty good.
So 15.
That is a hit. 15 total?
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't.
She's got like a THAC0 of like at least 18.
It's 17 right now.
17, yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
So, I mean, if she got a...
Oh, that does hit. I'm sorry. You are correct.
Okay. So, I rolled 4 points of damage, and then it's a +2, so it should be 6 altogether.
Okay, so Mavis brings her hammer down on this guy's head and crushes his head. And, of course, Jackson is paralyzed and injured.
Again. No.
Again.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe we could take an hour to watch over Jackson as we search these areas out real good.
Yeah, you could. So the room that Jackson opened up is a dining hall. There are green tiles on the floor. There is hardwood and plaster walls, 10-foot ceiling, and there is a dining table and chairs. The dining table itself is about 10 feet long. And the table is set with silverware, and it is fancy silverware. You can see that the silverware is engraved with the Braun family crest.
So, how many sets of silverware are there?
One set. And, I mean, if you want to take the time to investigate the room, you could.
Well, we've got some time to kill while Jackson,
Get the
walks
shit
it
together?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we already investigate any of these rooms?
No.
Well, we have a couple rooms that we haven't really investigated anything. We've cleared. I guess we need to at least open the other doors up and make sure nothing is walking about in them before we really put our guard down, Maybe start here. I don't know how to.
So if Mavis wants to investigate the dining hall, she does find that she estimates that the silverware in here, while tarnished, is still in very expensive and good condition, and it looks like it's worth at least about 500 gold pieces.
Ooh. That's pretty great.
For 500 gold pieces. Got it.
So, Borman, it looks like you were going to investigate a room as well.
Yes.
So this is another prayer room. Other than just a simple wood bench for kneeling in prayer, there's nothing else in here.
Right. And then Malachi will do this room here.
And other than a moldy mattress on this bed... Oh, in the scriptorium? Okay, so in the scriptorium... so Malachi... Let's see here. Yes, Malachi does find that there are some scrolls and stuff in here that is worth keeping. The first scroll that he finds is a protection from magic scroll.
Okay.
And hold on here.
What type of scroll is this?
So, protection from magic. Find it.
We really need to hire a magic user. I've got some spells for their ass.
Interesting.
Okay.
I wonder if that is a new spell.
Probably.
It probably is a new spell, yeah. I will check the Necromancer first.
I'm not familiar with it. So I'm be willing to bet it's not.
Maybe it is a witch spell.
It could be, but I think I would have saw it as I searched out all the witch stuff before I talked to Cameron into taking the character over.
Right, yeah.
I gave her a good dagger and said, "Here, take the character."
I'm happy with my characters, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm just really being sarcastic more than...
So, which spell list?
You should know not to take me seriously at all. Protection from magic is...
Protection from evil. Protection from normal missiles.
Maybe druid?
That's very strange. I'm not... it might be a... I might have screwed up.
Yeah. So it's really it's a scroll of wish.
So there is a second scroll. While I do some research on this, the second scroll is protection from undead.
Okay. That sounds like a cleric spell.
It does, yeah. Or, well, I don't know. Does a cleric need that because they can turn stuff?
It gives you protection from things that are undead.
Yeah, they're holy. You're right.
You know what? I bet I know where this came from.
So yeah, you're putting it in your inventory. Spell protection from undead.
I'll write it down and put it with the rest of my scrolls. I redid my character sheets last week, so they're actually organized.
There we go. Protection from undead. A number of undead monsters are barring from entering the circle of protection that you put down. The number depends on their hit dice. For 1 to 3 hit dice is 2d12 undead affected. 4 to 5 hit dice, 2d6 undead affected, and 6+ hit dice, 1d6 undead are affected. So basically, you read this scroll, you draw a circle on the ground, and they cannot come into that circle. Protection from magic, spells and spell-like effects, such as from magic items, cannot cross the circle of protection. The barrier prevents magic from entering the circle, but also from leaving it. It lasts for 1d4 turns and can only be dispelled by a wish.
Wow. And what school of magic is this protection from magic spell?
It does not say. I would say that's probably cleric. Both of these are clerical.
All right. Well, then the cleric, there you go. Maybe she get more shit to write down.
And the last item that he finds is a treasure map 2.
Treasure map 2. We've got a treasure map 5, by the way.
Yeah, treasure map 2s or treasure maps are always good. Scrolls and maps.
Yeah. I mean, we went to that one treasure map that wasn't far, and it paid off real good. I mean, God, I'd almost be willing to leave the Castle of Braunhaven and go chase down treasure maps.
Right.
Probably so close to having this place cleared, aren't we?
Borman, in the prayer room that you are in, you
Split the party. I'm gonna have Willow follow Laura because she's the one that heals.
let's see here.
I just want to throw Jackson on a bed.
You can. It's your character, so I don't think anyone would say anything sexually inappropriate.
Have we checked these rooms yet, though? Do I even
We
know
would
that there's a
just
bed
think
to put
it.
them on?
Well,
Do I know that there's a bed to do it, though?
there's one room.
Yeah, you haven't
that-
checked the 2 bedrooms to the eastern side, but Borman, roll a d6.
Okay. Did I fuck up? I checked for traps, I believe, already.
Yes.
But give me 1.
Oh, you determine that there is a secret door right there.
Secret, secret. I've got a secret.
I will, since Mavis is right there in the hallway, I'll say, hey, Mavis, come check this out, and I'll open the secret door.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So this room, there
Nope,
No-
you're up here with Warman.
This one?
Yeah.
there are no windows or other doors that would lead into this room. And if it were not for the numerous candles that are lit about the room, there would be no light in here at all. And you see that in this room it is a dark gray stone room, and at the far northern end of the room there is a fairly terrifying statue of Vuslux the Crone Father.
Ooh.
Now, you
That
guys have
sounds like an evil god to me.
well, he's worse
it's not
than
my thing.
he's kind of worse than that. And I will tell you all about him. So the first thing to know about him is that Vuslux was or has been made the official religion of the Glaucian Empire by Emperor Belusian Cestus. And he is known as the One God, the Dark One, the Crone Father. Originally, Vuslux was the ruler of the Stygian layer of Hell, but he was actually supplanted by the goddess Navius. He has clawed his way out of Hell and used his powers of deception to carve out a domain here on the material prime plane. And he lives openly among mortals. He's depicted as an impossibly old man with a hooked nose and sharpened teeth. He wears a black hooded robe and carries a hooked staff made from a gnarled tree branch, and he's commonly seen in the company of 3 black hags that do his bidding. It is the worship of Vuslux has been mandated as the only legal religion in the Glaucian Empire, bringing darkness to the surrounding lands. Vuslux plans to use the Empire to transform the Prime Plane into a new hell that he will rule with an iron fist. And so far, he's... I mean, you're seeing the beginnings of that here in the Braunhaven region. I mean, it's shitty. But even more so than that, there is a robed and hooded figure. This it appears to be a female in these robes with a black hood over her head that is kneeling in front of the statue. And Borman and Mavis roll a d6.
4.
5.
Okay. So this hooded figure is surprised.
I am too. What is it?
Well, yeah, but she's the important thing is that she has her back turned to me, and I can just backstab.
I hope, yeah.
Gonna sure as hell try.
She's unstabbable.
Well, and that's a good question as well. So she does hear the secret door open, and she turns, and you can see that there is a look of surprise on her face, but like she kind of hisses at you, and but she's appears to be a fairly beautiful woman wearing this black hooded robe.
Davis is immediately jealous.
Everybody rolled. Everybody rolled d6.
Is that an initiative or a different?
It's going to be initiative. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Hold on. Also need. Ugh. That's going to suck for her.
Yeah, it is, because we are going to do bad things to her.
All right. Borman, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
And
then Malachi got a 5. And Willow got a 1. I'm sorry, Malachi got a 4.
Okay.
And Willow got a 1.
And what about Mavis?
Davis got a 2.
And Laura?
3.
And Dentry?
3.
And Jackson?
Paralyzed.
Right. So we'll put him last. Okay. So, Borman, you see this beautiful woman in a hooded robe worshipping a Vuslix altar. What do you want to do?
I want to stab her with my Frostbrand sword. So I want to kind of close the distance. Oops. I don't need to move her. Moving right there. You know, notice I'm a little bit to the side there. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way there.
Okay.
Yeah. So that leaves the clearest possible shot for people to do what they want to do. And then I'm going to attack her with it. And 17, that hits AC 0.
That is a hit.
Okay. And so this will be a +2 here. And it's a D8. All right, here we go. Did I roll it? Yeah, 9. 9 points of magical frostband damage.
Okay, so you
If that counts as a surprise attack and I was getting behind her, then you double that to 18.
Okay, so yes, that does count. Well, now wait a minute. Let me double check.
Well, if she's surprised and she's unaware,
She's not unaware. She's surprised, but she's not unaware.
then
That's
I
the
don't
key.
get it because
Yeah,
you have to be
unaware, right?
Yeah.
So
Right,
yeah. So you stabbed the shit out of her, but she is still alive. What does Malachi do? He's down there in the scriptorium.
Malachi does hear the struggle.
Go ahead and have Malachi roll a d6.
Oh crap! Sorry.
A 2.
So, I would say that Malachi probably hears what's going on, or hears that there is something going on. He's probably not quite sure what, because the shit has not really fully hit the fan just yet.
Okay, I'm moving 30 feet to see what I can see
Okay.
in there, and that's as far as I can get right now.
Okay. What about Alora? Alora can roll a d6. I don't know if she's aware.
Malachi will announce. That'll be his action. You know, I think something is wrong here.
Ooh. Yeah, Malachi says he thinks something can be wrong here, and Alora, you can hear that there is some kind of kerfluffle going on.
She rolled a 1. Hell yeah.
Okay.
I like how Borman's just like, oh my god, there's somebody warshipping in here. We better kill them.
No warship on my watch. Now, that's not one of the approved deities of the Braunhaven Empire.
When we were playing Dungeons and Dragons Online, when you very first start out, there's basically this entire temple with all these evil clerics in it. But you don't really know that they're evil clerics, so you just show up and just start swinging your axe. And I was always joking. I'm like, I would love to see it from the other side, like from the cleric side. Like, I don't know, this maniac barbarian with an axe just came in and started killing everybody. Oh my god, the horror!
Can I see the
Yeah, you can
enemy?
see you can see there's this hooded woman in a black cloak or black.
And Borman's
Yeah,
already smacked her. So
yeah,
he
he's
has
already
to-
stabbed her.
Okay. 17 hit.
But you know how well I am about asking questions before I hit things.
True.
You know Borman is such a well thought out.
Yeah. So, yeah, that hits.
Okay. 6.
X. Okay. Dentry, what do you want to do? So you heard Malachi give up the hue and cry.
I guess I will kind of just move over to here. I mean,
Are you carrying Samuel?
Yeah. Like,
just that's a good point. Let me drag Samuel at least along the way so that he's not just over here by himself.
okay.
Well, I'm thinking after we kill this thing, we could like drape Samuel over the statue's arms.
I'm
you
just
so he'll
imagining-
wake up and he's like being cradled by this evil god.
I'm just imagining the half-orc, like, not even bothering to pick up Samuel. He just, like, grabs, like, the collar of his shirt and drags him on
Or a
the
foot.
floor. Yeah, or a foot, just drags him.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Yeah, he's not picking him up. He's just dragging him.
What does Mavis want to do?
Mavis does not like this person's face, so she'll go ahead and hit her.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here.
You guys are exceptionally lucky that you got initiative on this one.
Got 11 to hit.
Ooh, let's see here. She's Thaco 17?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that hits.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 plus 2 is 7.
Holy shit. Okay, so Mavis comes in and bashes this woman's face in, and when she falls to the ground, the hood of her cloak flips up, and you see that instead of having hair, she has numerous snakes for hair.
Oh,
Is it
geez.
Gorgon?
It is or was a Medusa.
Crazy.
Is the head still a weapon?
You know, I mean, I suppose you could cut the head off if we want to go full on Clash of the Titans. You could decapitate and stick it in a bag. It's not going to last very long, but
Well,
give it about 4 or 5 days, and it's going to start to be stanky.
I have a solution for that. Is the reverse of the decay. I can preserve this head for eternity.
You could.
What do you guys think of that?
So long as it doesn't have any magical effects while it's preserved.
Yeah, I hope it's not like hubris to think we can. You know?
I guess we're gonna have to check it out. Malachi will cut the head off and put it in a bag and use his decay spell in the reverse form to preserve it.
Okay.
So it won't decay. And at some point, Malachi is going to pull it out and show it to someone, and we're going to see what happens.
Okay.
That's cool.
So while Malachi is cutting the head off of the Medusa, you don't find anything else in here. There's just this grotesque statue of the Crone Father, and of course a bunch of candles.
Well, I'm glad we purged this place of evil. That's always a plus.
So you got the two. You got this room and this room and this. God damn it! I don't know why I keep bumping that button, but so you've got these two rooms to the east, and then of course this room up here to the north.
Entry wants to check this room here.
Okay. Good choice. So,
I mean, I'm gonna make. I've seen this done enough times. I'm like, I'm supposed to check for traps. I think.
yeah, you can roll a d6. So you don't.
If it was a trap, I would have found it.
Yeah, you would have, but what you do determine is that the door is stuck due being swollen from moisture.
Oh well, that I know how to deal with that. Give it a little shovey. 3 should do the trick, yeah?
Yes. So you smash open the door. This is another pre-sped chambers with a waterlogged, stuffed, moldy bed.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's what you see in here. Are you going to search the room?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm like waterlogged bed. Damn it! Like
Because
I'm just thinking. Sorry, go ahead.
So under the bed, searching the room, you do find something is wrapped in an old oilcloth. It's about 2 feet long and heavy.
Grab it from under the bed.
So, unrolling this, you find that there is wrapped in this oilcloth is a mace.
Oh. I'll walk out and go, hey, I found this mace. Who likes to smash things?
I mean, who
Don't
doesn't?
you?
I got a sword. I mean, I don't need to smashy so much. I do like smashing things, but I know we have people that can only use the smashies.
Well, at least give a swing or two and see if it's worth giving out or putting in the bag of shit we got to sell and trade.
So fiddling around with this,
swirl it around.
you determine that this is a +2 mace.
+2 mace.
Sweet.
Anybody need
Got a
the
+2 mace here?
Offhand, I'm gonna put it here in this bag of shit I gotta sell and deal with. Then
The bag of shit.
Warhammer for what's her name? Does Alora have a weapon that she needs? Or is she good?
I think Alora.
she can only use daggers and staff if the DM allows.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, staff.
and I do allow her to use staves, but
Yeah, and Malachi's the same way.
Oh,
And-
okay.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not worth the extra +1 to give up the benefits of what Frostbrand give.
Same for the flaming sword.
Yeah, so it goes in the bag.
Yeah.
Goes in the bag.
Sell and deal
yeah,
with.
she can use clubs, daggers, slings, and staves.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
you
she's
know,
got the Warhammer, so she's good.
well, I mean, you know, soon we're gonna get these little hireling fucks that are gonna be coming with us and shit, because our levels are getting up there. You know.
So one of the things,
So-
one of the things that I have been researching, and it is going to make its way into a future supplement for Braunhaven. So the third box set, the companion box set for the basic, let's see, BECME, basic expert. The companion box set has not just additional rules for hirelings and things like that, but it also has rules for tournaments. It has rules for Dominion. Now, so Dominion, this is something that I feel that since probably about 3rd edition D&D, has taken a serious decline. There's a serious drop in what you see that in the more modern versions. And what it is, it kind of gives you a reason for being higher level. And so there will be rules for, well, how do I run a kingdom? How do I, what goes into that? And part of that, of course, are mass combat rules. So those hirelings and retainers and mercenaries eventually can be turned into a large fighting force. And so you might use some of this extra stuff if you don't end up selling it off or whatever. It is possible that you could outfit some of the leaders of this army with some better equipment at some point. It's just an idea. But like I said, those rules will be coming. I've got to see about throwing. I mean, they are a drop-in fit, but I kind of want to clean them up because they are a fucking mess. But I am going to throw them into Braunhaven.
Cool.
Where to next, guys?
We have another room or two that we haven't opened up yet.
Yes, you have this room and this room.
All right. Well, then this one way down here at the bottom, I'm gonna just check for traps and see what you tell me. I probably found any trap that might be there.
I would say that you would have. There is no trap. And this is just another priest's room. Moldy bed. But searching this, you take 10 minutes to search this room, and you don't find anything. Since it has been 30 minutes since Jackson was paralyzed.
Oh shit! Should we just fix him up?
I mean, somebody could cast Cure Light Wounds on him if you want.
Yeah, we got to destroy that statue in the altar room.
Okay, you could
at least bust that up if we can.
Okay, so you take another 10 minutes to bust up the statue, snuff out his candles.
And then we got one last room to look at, right?
Yes, you do. Up here to the north.
Well, shit, it's not even worth it to do the Cure Light Wounds now. More than halfway through the hour.
Yeah, let's just get him through it, I guess.
We got you, buddy.
Let's let the dog...
Did we just check this room? So we still have to do this room, right?
Yeah, you did that room. There's nothing in there.
Oh, okay.
So we've checked all the rooms then?
So this last room to the north, in the northeast corner, is the kitchen. It is, dark gray stone. It's got an 8-foot opening large fireplace, scratched hardwood cabinets and walls. There are wood beams on a 10-foot ceiling. Oddly enough, this room does have plaster on the ceiling. Aside from that, searching this room, you do not find anything.
Where's our map? The treasure map number 2. Is that far away?
Yeah, let's take a look at that. See what it's talking about.
So this treasure map, you find, does lead to a site outside of, in the surroundings, around the outside of the chapel, in a grave.
Well, Malachi says grave digging is a wonderful pastime that should be taught to children everywhere. Digging a grave is a skill that is something that you might have to participate in many times.
Oh, right. I forgot. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead. No, man. What are you going to say, buddy?
Oh, no, I was just saying that I am absolutely dragging along Jackson as Dentry walks around.
Yeah. Every once in a
He's
while,
just dragging it along by his armor.
Every once in a while, we'll ask, Willow will, like lick him a whole bunch on the face. You know.
So you
make
guys,
sure
you
he's
guys
okay.
are going to go to the graves? Is that the idea here?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
we are
Yeah.
some good grave digging fools.
Okay.
I
So
mean, we've almost cleared this whole place, right? Now?
almost. Right. So out here, actually, more like right there, uh, just to the south of number 7 is where the small graveyard is, and you guys spent some time digging up the grave that is marked on the map. And in the grave, you find, instead of a body, you find a leather sack.
Ooh, a leather sack.
And when you pick it up, it kind of clinks, like there's stuff in it. Not necessarily, not like coins, but stuff.
Well, who do we want to? You're wanting us to look in it, I guess. Someone's got to look in this. Who actually found the bag?
Not Mavis. It was probably either Alora or Malachi, if I had to guess.
All right, Malachi will look in the bag.
Okay, so in the bag,
Well, maybe it's another Gorgon head, and he'll look in there.
roll a
Matching.
d6.
Oh, you're D6 and me. Oh, 3.
So you find 30 gems in there. Roll a d20.
17.
Holy shit.
So
You
that
find
was
30
gems?
you find 30 gems in this bag that are worth 500 gold pieces each.
Holy crap.
Damn!
We are rich. More so.
Malachi will look around the room and be like, hey, be glad I'm not a thief. And we will put those in the bag of shit we have to sell and deal with.
And
As
then-
we feel our experience levels grow even more.
But wait, there's more. In addition to the gems, roll 2d10.
Oh, you scare me with these. Even with rewards, you know, a motherfucker is just scared to roll, you know? 7 total.
So you
Or
find,
a 1 and a 6.
in addition to the gems, you find 7 pieces of jewelry that are worth a total of 1,400 gold pieces.
Treasure maps are awesome.
1,400 gold pieces, you said?
Yes.
All right. And that's total for all 7?
Yes.
Meaning they're all worth, what, 200 gold pieces each?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say 200 gold pieces each. That's okay. Because, you
Yep.
know, you're not the one that has to figure out how to get rid of all this shit.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think we can bribe anybody that might turn us over to the tax man, though.
Well,
At this point.
we can do bribes with them. We can hire people with them. You know, we do need to address this tax man that's going around our kingdom. We're not recognized as its rulers yet. And, you know, maybe it's about time that we start laying our claim officially.
So, of course, there is still the eastern side of the lower Bailey.
Oh, there is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we came in clockwise.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can come down here and basically head towards 4, and there is this little stairwell here.
Do we want to clear this, or do we want to go back to town where we can do research and all that.
So keep in mind, town is like what? Probably about 2 days away.
Yeah, that's a long ways away. We got to finish this place out while we're here.
Okay. Well, and I have another question. Since that was our treasure map 2, is our treasure map 5 near here?
Yeah, we did treasure map.
You did the treasure map 5. Yep.
No, that was a treasure map, a different treasure map.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be outside outside of the castle.
Right. We this would be if we do this treasure map 5, it'll be the third. This is the treasure map 5 that we got on that deal. We talked to that dude. This is from the Braunhaven town.
Yeah, it's out in the region, out where the farmsteads and whatnot are.
Okay. Do you remember what I'm talking about now?
In fact, it leads to the east, and there it is found. It shows that the treasure is in a well.
All right. That's neat. That's far away from here. I mean, we have to go back to Braunhaven.
Yeah, you might have a day or two worth of journey to get to where this treasure map is showing.
Right. So yeah, I guess let's clear the castle for more undead. Here we go.
He's like, fine, we can't have treasure right now.
Let me.
We've gotten a lot of treasure from here, but there is a lot of treasure there. We could check out this area here that might not have a lot of treasure, but we know there's treasure here.
Now, the important question here is, am I done being paralyzed?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Did we take our little however many minute rest we have to take every hour?
No, but you certainly can do that.
Here at this nicely, freshly dug grave, Malachi will say that this is a really romantic place to have a picnic. In case you're ever in the mood to ask somebody on a great endeavor if we should preserve this area as a graveyard if we take over this place one day. This might be where I sleep. Bailey East Wing. This is our last frontier. In theory, this is the stuff that was comparable to the other side of the map we could have went to. It's just a theory.
Yes, and there were some good things acquired in that other house.
Oh yeah, we got some good things. I don't really have a problem with all of this. It's just I know that if we go back
better treasure.
No, I know that there's a level for Mavis in town and affairs that could be, moved along now that we've gotten a whole bunch of money and stuff. That's all.
Mavis? What do you mean a level for Mavis?
She's got a book. She's got to read it. She gets a level.
Oh,
it takes like a week, though.
Yeah, but that's a worth sitting around and getting a level to make you level 6 cleric. I mean, what the hell? Level 6 cleric.
That's true.
Are you guys level 5 now?
I think I might be kind of close to leveling up, though.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not too far off. Let me see. I got
We have to time that.
21,000. And
Yeah, you definitely want to time it. You don't want to do it like right before the next level.
yeah. So I got like 4,000 left. Which is
So
kind of
right after that, we got to push you up because you're our holy roller.
So heading down onto the eastern side of the Lower Bailey, the east wing of the Lower Bailey, coming from the direction that you're coming from, the first thing that you notice is that, whoops, that was way too far. These here, this double door, the first thing you come upon are a set of stables. These double doors are closed.
Okay, I need to check for traps. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Are there traps or anything there?
So you don't notice traps. However, you do notice the doors are not locked, but you've been checking. You're not going to just open them because you're checking them for traps. And these doors, they're like barn doors. They slide. They're on rollers, left and right. But the crack in between those doors, you see that there is like a black sulfurous smoke that's coming out.
Ooh, black sulfurous smoke. And I'm going to...
Sounds evil.
Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that everybody knows that I'm invisible as I pull the door open. And as I pull it open, I'm backing away so like I'm out of the field of vision of whatever's in there.
Okay.
So that's...
Yes, and hold on here. I actually have...
Going to have frost brand in my hand.
Of course. Of course. Hold on. Here. Yeah. That. So coming into this room, or opening the doors here, you do see that there's a horse in here. But it is not like a horse that you have really ever seen before. It looks like that.
Hell yeah.
Its hooves are on fire. Its tail is partially on fire. And it exudes like a black sulfurous smoke. And it is not... how do I get back to what I was... Where's my map?
It's not friendly?
It is not friendly.
Go, Jackson, go tame it.
That's what I was actually thinking. I was like, can we break this thing? Can we do this?
Well, I mean, you know, maybe we ought to try talking to it in one of those chaotic tongues.
Oh yeah.
First of all, I need to see if you have surprised the horse. I doubt you have. Holy shit, you did. It is surprised. And this is not a horse, it is a nightmare.
Okay. So are we going to do initiative and just do our thing in order and see how it works out?
Yeah, hold on.
I mean, we can try to tame it, or we can use the surprise round to try to yank on it. And I think a yank is always a good idea.
So yeah, it is surprised. Let's see here. Burning smoke. Breathing. It can breathe out a choking cloud of burning smoke. Anyone in melee with a nightmare must save versus poison, so death save, or suffer -2 to attack and damage rolls against it. Nightmares sometimes act as a steed for powerful undead, demonic knights, liches, specters, vampires, things of that nature. So yeah, everybody go ahead and roll an ish. Let's see. And Borman, what did you get?
I got an 8.
Okay.
Malachi got a 5, and Willow is rolling in with a 4.
Okay.
It's everything I can do to try to not use Willow, but I really want to retire him.
And what did Mavis get?
2.
Okay. And Alora?
A 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what did Dentry get?
Got a 3. Jackson got a 1.
Okay. So Borman, you see this nightmare, and it is stomping at the ground and huffing, black sulfurous smoke. But it is surprised that anybody has come in. What does Borman want to do?
Borman's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. I guess it's unaware because I'm invisible.
It would be unaware, yeah.
So I'm going to try to attack it with a throwing axe.
Okay.
So let's see, 4, 7, 8. 8. Because this is a sneak attack. And it's a nat 20.
Oh, all right. So
that's 13 times 2 is 26.
Yeah. Wow.
Points
Okay.
of damage as Borman officially takes the lead as the most damage in one WAP, I believe.
I believe that is true. So yeah, you backstab the basically do a backstab. You threw an axe, is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So Borman backstabs the Nightmare for 26. The Nightmare is going to have to make a morale check and succeeds.
Shit.
And is grievously wounded, but still moving around.
Oh boy, that's a way to start it off, though, is to bring it down to a level we can handle.
Yeah, no shit. Alora, what would you like to do?
It's time to throw a dagger.
Okay.
Whoop. Alrighty.
Top that.
I can
Let's say 5, 10,
I wish
15,
you
20,
would, though.
25,
I mean, you know.
30, 35 feet. Hold on here. 35 feet.
I did not make it. Almost certain.
Yeah, so you're going to be at -1 anyways. Yeah.
So it comes a 6 then, so.
Yeah, no,
Not good.
that is a miss. The dagger flies around the room, comes back to Alora's hand.
Smoky in there.
Yeah, exactly. Malachi, what would you like to do?
Malachi is going to step. I'm hoping I can get just inside the door here. I got 30 foot of movement. And I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Marionette.
No. Hold on.
Cast takes control of a single creature.
Is it a creature or is it a humanoid creature?
Says creature. Page 10 of the Old School Essentials Necromancer. 30-foot range.
Yeah, moving it around as they wish, like a puppet. So the Nightmare gets a saving throw versus paralysis. Okay. Okay, so what is paralysis? You get a 12 or better.
Roll low.
He got a 10. He fails and is now a puppet.
He will turn around and slowly start retreating towards us to accept the backstabs that cometh. as the worthless so far Malachi fingers his hands out. You almost had it.
So let's see. It's
And I will hold my breath, so I will no longer do that sulfurous stuff that makes me harder to hit. Yeah.
Say, I guess you can move it at its movement speed. Victim move, attack, freeze, or act in any way desired. Control is imperfect. However, the victim moves jerkily and acts without precision, making attack rolls at -2. Okay.
But all I'm really trying to do is present myself to be a really good target, and you know, hell, I've got 3 rounds that I can control this thing. So
5,
3
10,
rounds,
15,
I'm just gonna
20,
face
25,
my
30,
ass to the party.
35. So I mean, did you want him like right there?
Yeah, that's a wonderful place to be. Turned around, facing, you know, where I guess Borman is, holding my breath.
Okay. Okay. So. Willow.
Oh, Willow sees no reason to get involved in that shit this late, this close to retirement. Now, back when I was a young pup, I'd go in there and bite that son of a bitch. But no, I'm close to getting my pension.
Close to pension, yeah. Dentry.
Gentry's muted.
Yes. Yes, he is.
I was over here just giving a few barks.
What was that?
I was saying that Willow's just giving a few barks of encouragement from the back.
Yes. Growling at the flaming horse.
I imagine a flaming sword's not going to do a whole lot against a flaming horse.
It has actually no protection versus fire.
That makes no damn sense. It's literally fire.
Yeah, and not only that. Well, here's the other thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I will double check that. But let's see here. I want page 242. There we go. It has no it has no magical protection whatsoever.
Okay.
So
well then,
yeah, I mean normal weapons
really,
will kill it.
We need you to kill this motherfucker before
I will
lose
walk
control.
up.
Yeah.
And I will swing with my flaming sword of flamingness.
Okay.
And let me add in the buff for the sword. Okay. Flaming sword. Son of a bitch. Damn thing's literally offering its backside to me and I can't hit it.
Flaming sword. It's probably rainbow colored. It's like the singing sword, but you know.
Oh.
Yes.
Just a little crooner sword over here.
Yes.
I'm assuming a 12 doesn't do the job.
No. In fact, let's see. You've got a THAC of 17, right?
Yeah.
So you would have hit AC 5. The Nightmare actually has an AC of -3.
Oh, shite.
Yeah.
What is it getting a plus, offering pluses because of its backside being turned?
Well, normally that would mean that it wouldn't get its shield bonus, but it doesn't have a shield, so.
Oh.
Even without a shield, it has a -3 AC. Alright.
Alright. Well then, yeah. Jackson's like, well, that wasn't good. I didn't do anything. Or Gentry's like, I didn't do a damn thing.
I will say, because it is herky-jerky from the marionette spell, we could say that it gets a +2 added to its AC, which makes it -1 AC, which would still THAC 18 would still require a 19 to hit. Mavis, what do you want to do?
This thing's clearly very evil, right?
Yeah, it is chaotic.
Okay, I'm gonna toss one of my vials of holy water at it.
So holy water won't do it. Holy water won't have an effect on it. It's not. I mean, it's not demonic.
Okay, I'll hit it then with
All
my,
right. Yeah,
my mace.
that'll do it. Yeah, when in doubt, always smack it with a hammer.
7's not gonna do it.
No.
Damn it. Okay.
The nightmare is a marionette. Jackson.
If the nightmare is going to take a turn on its thing,
Uh-huh.
what I want it to do is run at full speed and bash its head into this wall
Okay.
north.
So let's see here. Going
Ooh,
north or
roll
south?
failed.
Let's go south so I can get a further run.
Yeah.
That's 15 foot, everything I got, head into the wall,
Roll
launching.
roll 3d6. Well, roll 2d6 because it's going to take 5 feet for it to get some speed.
9.
Okay. It runs into the southern wall, and actually it busts through this door, and it breaks its neck and dies.
Wow.
And
Good work.
this door actually leads out to this whole area here is all around here is an outside terrace, and there's a set of stairs that go down into the courtyard, etc. And this is an outdoor area. A lot of it is overgrown with weeds and brush that has grown into the stonework.
Man,
And then there's another door that leads. Well, there's another door here to the south that goes into the east wing, and there's a door just outside here that goes into the east wing.
we got to look through this room. I mean, this could have been considered his lair. Thanks, Borman.
Okay, so indeed, there's smooth dirt and hay on the floor, scratched wood, old stables, and of course there is the palpable tang of sulfur and brimstone in the air and a smoky haze. But searching through the stable, you don't find anything. There's nothing of special value in here.
Well, that's kind of a downer. Malachi wants nightmare eyes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and add that to his character sheet.
Right. Give me one second. I'll be right back.
I gotta wait till tomorrow to preserve them.
Right.
But
Ooh, I hope they keep, man.
I will return in just a moment.
Hope that the horse isn't waiting for its master that's somewhere further in the room.
well, you know.
I mean,
Pretty soon, these spellcasters are going to be, wanting to come up with stuff and make stuff and things, And so these components Malachi is getting, and as I get time, I cast a preservative spell on them so they won't decay. So they'll last forever. It's a beautiful way to preserve history and show people what we've collected.
We could start a museum. If we wanted
Yes, the Gorgon's head will be what we show kids as they come through. It'll be right there at the beginning.
to. Uh-huh.
It's the way to weed them out quick, Make your saving throw and character creation. or become part of the exhibit.
Or become part of the exhibit.
Yeah.
We might be able to. Well, okay, so we haven't got to try out the Medusa head thing yet, have we?
No, it has
Oh,
not
okay.
been. It has not been tested. But I mean, my workaround with it is if Malachi casts Skull Sight, then he's blindfolded and looking through his skull eye and can see in the dark and stuff. In theory, you know, he would be immune to the Gorgonays because he's not really looking at it. He's looking at it through magical means. And,
That's a good idea.
yeah, and so therefore I could set up the amusement park in safety and tend it.
An amusement park.
We could tell the IRS all our assets are in there. And
That's what I'm thinking is this could be, if we find out it works, this could be the trap for our tax collector, is to get him stoned. So that's two really big time creatures that we killed and are going to get to split the experience on. It's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I am pumped. I hope I get to the next level soon.
So do y'all want to explore the terrace or do y'all want to go inside? Do you care?
I don't really have a preference. I guess inside's more likely to have treasure.
I'd like to get through this place so we can get back to town and do stuff. We've got a whole lot of gold to spend and divide up. But yeah, all right. So are we going again, Chris? Or are we still?
Yes.
Okay. We'll look for traps there on the door near Mavis.
Okay.
Probably found them if there are any.
There are no traps.
I want to go ahead and try to quietly open the door.
Okay.
And I should have been very quiet about it, even with my clankety clank.
So this is a much nicer hall than the servants' halls that you saw in the West Wing, but still you can tell that these floors have seen a lot of traffic, usually with work type boots. And you see that there are 3 doors leading to the east. You know that the northernmost door leads to the outside terrace. And then there are these 2 eastern doors here that lead into separate rooms. And at the end of the hall, on the southern end of the hall, there are a large set of double doors.
I'm going to look for traps on this first. I should have found them, actually. But on this first door here.
Okay.
We're coming on in, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you don't find any traps on the door.
Then I'm going to try to quietly open it up.
Okay. So in here, this is a stable workshop. There are, dark gray stone on the floor and walls. There's a 10-foot ceiling. You can see that there's loose hay all over the floor. In the corner, in the northwest corner, there is a small forge, and then there is a workbench on the south wall.
It's worth looking in here to see if there's any special shit that would handle or counteract the effects of the nightmare attending it.
So you're gonna take some time and kind of search through this room.
Yeah, I want to give it a good look over.
So the first thing that you find is that the forge apparently hasn't been lit for a very long time. The leather bellows on the forge is usable, but it needs some repair. It's not. There's some holes in it where the leather's rotted through and things like that. On the workbench, you find that there are various tools for leather and metal working that are sprawled across the workbench. A wood box under the bench holds enough horseshoes for 3 horses.
What?
I asked if any of them are lucky. Sorry.
Depends on how hard you throw them.
Yeah.
What your aim is
All right.
like.
Well, I guess the thing to do now is to come to the next room here and rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
looking for traps.
Okay.
Got a 3. I got a 6. I did not find any traps.
You did not.
So I'm opening the door boldly, but trying to be a little quiet about it. And no, I'm not even quiet about it.
Okay, so they are not surprised because of your lack of noise.
Yeah, and before you tell me what's in there, I'm sword and boarding.
Okay.
So just those are those oh, you have the static bad monster thing, and they all have that, right?
Yeah. I'm just using a generic monster token. But in here, so you open the door. It's got a scratched hardwood floor, dark gray stone, and wood beams. There are shelves and hooks that run all around the room, all the walls, that are basically holding tack and harnesses, leather straps, various lengths of rope, things of that nature. But in here are 3 zombies that have been kind of... They're not smart enough to have been able to open the door, and so they have just kind of been stuck in here, begging for brains.
Are we really going to roll initiative on this, or are we going to let Mavis take them out?
Yep, everybody needs to roll initiative. And so, Borman, what'd you get?
Borman got a 5, and Malachi got a 4, and Willow got a 3. Willow the retired.
Willow the retired war dog. And Mavis?
5.
Nice. And Alora?
6.
And Dentry?
4.
And Jackson?
5.
Okay. Believe it or not, zombies... Oh, wait, zombies don't get to roll for initiative. They always lose initiative with a fat 0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mavis is going to auto-turn them no matter what everybody else does.
So, Alora, what would you like to do?
I'm going to watch our 6.
Okay. I'm going to run
That
all the
doorway.
way back over here.
Yeah.
Borman, what would you like to do?
Borman is going to step in and stab the first one he can with his sword.
Okay.
And this would be +2, confirm, do 20, roll. So that's a 16, and my Thaco is 17. So that hits what, AC 1?
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay. So this will be a D8 +2 is 8. 8 points of damage
Ooh.
to the first one there.
So Borman slashes this zombie, and it cuts so deep he almost cuts the zombie in half, but not quite. And it is still being held together with a few tendon scraps of rotting meat and what's left of its spinal column. It is still up. And here we go, Mavis.
Let's do this. Let's see if they are scared of my holy symbol. I rolled over my cleric level.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that you need to roll. Just double check. Yeah. No, Mavis. So Mavis brandishes her holy symbol, and the three zombies all throw their arms up and instantly crumble to dust.
They've been released back to the earth.
So yeah, this room is basically nothing but supplies for the stable. Now Jackson would see that where Jackson is at. That Jackson can see that there is another door that right here leading to the west that would lead out to the terrace, and then of course there's this southern door that these double doors that lead into the east wing.
Checking the traps here on these double doors going into the east wing.
Okay. There are no traps.
I'm going to go ahead and try to quietly open them.
Okay.
Did not do that very well as I noisily enter the room.
So you open these double doors, and this is the east wing hall. It has dark stone floors and walls. There's plaster and wood beams. The ceiling is 15 feet, and it is a vaulted ceiling. And to the west, there are two iron-studded wood doors. And then to the east, there are two iron-studded wood doors.
Is everything still looks like it's been abandoned for quite some time for the most part?
Yeah, there is a healthy layer of dust on the floor.
No trails through the dust of any kind or anything very apparent.
Somebody can make a tracking check.
We have a tracker.
Yes.
I can do that. I know how to do that. Damn it. I have to get under 50, I believe.
Yes.
I did not.
Okay. So, so Jackson takes a look at the floor, and he can see that there are a couple of signs of dust that has been disturbed, but he can't really tell what or where it's going.
All right, well, to this first little room here.
Okay.
Gonna look for traps, and I should have found them if there's any.
There are no traps, and the door is not locked.
Then we're gonna go ahead and try to quietly open it up.
So this room,
No,
you're not quiet about it. So this room has an 8-foot ceiling. It is dark gray stone. There are iron hooks and chains that hang from rings in the ceiling. There is a dressed deer carcass that's hanging from one of the hooks. There are 2 barrels in the larder, and but they are tamped closed with a cork. Each one has a cork that has been malleted into place.
oh, I guess we need to check this out even more. I guess we need to uncork one.
So
Somebody said-
uncorking one of the barrels, you can smell that it contains a foul-smelling ale. Go ahead and roll under your intelligence. Make an intelligence ability check.
Why do you gotta be fucking with me, man? You know?
You're the one who uncorked it.
Oh, no. But let's see. My intelligence is 11. So
Yeah,
I don't think I'm at it.
You just smell this, or you uncork it, and you're like, oh my god, that's the most foul-smelling ale I've ever smelled in my life.
I will put the cork back on and go, this shit here ain't worth anything.
But what you do notice is that the deer carcass that's hanging from one of the hooks seems to have been caught, dressed, and salted within the last few days.
Ah, that's interesting.
Well, that is rather interesting. I mean, someone's around here. Let's check out these other rooms. You know, there might be some bears that live here.
Bears.
Well, yeah, you know, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, looking for traps on this door that I've walked up to.
Okay. There are,
I got a 4,
you do not find any traps, and you know that the door is unlocked.
All right, well, I will try to quietly open it. Again, not real quiet about it.
So the door goes, creaks
Go on
open.
in, you know, I'll be like, hey, I think I'm going to open this door, guys.
So
that's what,
this is a servant's dining hall. There's scratched hardwood on the floor and like the bottom 3 feet of the walls. The rest of the walls are white plaster. It's got a 15-foot vaulted ceiling, and there are 3 trestle tables in the room. There's a few chairs, but there's nobody in here. And then, of course, there is a door that leads outside on the east side of the room.
Yeah, no, we're not really checking out the terrace just yet, so I'm going to come on down here as I look for traps.
Okay.
Got a 4. Well, we should have found any if they're there. And then I'm going to try to open it up this door.
Okay.
Yeah, it's loud, but, you know.
So this room is a servant's dormitory. It's got scratched up hardwood floors, plaster and wood beams. There are 3 sets of 2-tier bunk beds on the northern wall. And it seems that the beds here are a little bit better quality than what you found in the West Wing. The mattresses at one time were actually filled with down rather than straw.
Still haven't been used in a while, is what it looks like.
No, yeah, they have not been slept in.
Gonna go ahead and turn them over, look them around, see if there's any kind of goody good hidden in here.
Okay, so one of the mattresses that you check out does have stuffed into the mattress is a sack, and in the sack is 1,200 gold pieces. I need to get my.
You're getting that, Brian, right?
Yep. 1,200 gold pieces. Got it.
And hold on here.
As we feel ourselves gaining power. Yeah, see, it's role meta playing, you know?
And
meta role playing.
There are 2,000 silver pieces.
Yeah, I love it when we get gold like that, because it means I don't have to write.
And last but not least, there are 1,400 copper pieces.
1,400. Got it.
Shit. That's not. That's bad. All right. Aside from that, that's all you find in this room. But it is time for you guys to take a 10-minute break. 10-minute
We're right
rest.
near the nicer beds.
Actually, so while you guys are in this, are examining this room, a sudden frigid breeze kicks up. For just a split second, everything feels frigidly cold. You can actually see your breath, and then it goes away.
Ah, damn it.
In here somewhere.
And of course, there is yet another door leading out onto the terrace to the east.
Well, something's about to go down, so, you know, smoke them if you got them. I
And
guess.
and actually, yeah, that's the end of this hall. In order to continue, there is still the Eastern Gatehouse, which is at the end of the southern end of the terrace. The terrace actually works its way around to that.
Then we're heading on out to the terrace, ready for this attack that we're about to have, because this 3 times we felt this chill and something crazy's happening. So I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna get jumped. I'm ready for the fight, and I'm gonna look for traps.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I didn't find any traps, we will step outside quietly,
You did not find any traps.
turn myself invisible,
So this is the
but I'm
eastern.
loud.
This is the eastern balcony, and it is well, and actually, throw you guys back on here.
They've definitely got to make it so more people can manipulate the playing field at once without it getting jittery juggedy.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I said, a lot of that, I've noticed that when you get to the edge of the map, or to the edge of the screen, where there's something else there, that is when I start to notice it really
Yeah.
sketchy.
So yeah, so that, you know, they need to either tighten that edge up, or you need to add another inch to all your maps of dead space to keep us off the edge better.
Yeah, yeah. Where is? Oh, there's. So coming out here, this eastern balcony is made of purple veined marble, and this edge around here is a railing, and there is broken masonry that's fallen off the castle onto the ground, and you can see that there is some dry, scrubby types of weeds that are growing, and specifically up to the north around this door here, there is a particularly large bush of this scraggy, scrubby weed. It, it can't. It's just a really thick, disgusting looking weed. To the
Lord should look it over.
okay. Let's see here.
To make sure nothing stupid happens.
Alora, roll a d6.
Look for traps if I get a chance.
1?
No, Alora is surprised.
Shit.
So, Alora, you you step up to investigate this large scrubby weed, and one of the fronds, one of the it's almost like a brownish green, like a cross between a like a palm grass and like a fern, and one of them reaches out to try to slap you, but he only got it. What is Alora's AC?
8. Not very good.
Wow, it hit you. So
Yeah.
this frond comes out and slaps Alora, and it does 3 points of damage, but the damage comes directly off of your dex. Roll a death save for half damage.
Is that a 6 or a...
Roll d20, and you want to get over your d save.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where that's saying. Oh, death poison's 13, and I rolled a 5, so.
Ew. Okay, so you take 3 points. And you immediately you can this. It feels like there's some kind of like a poison or something, or maybe a spore, but something in contact with your skin, and it feels like it goes directly to your nervous system. You're not poisoned, but you know, you probably don't want to take much more damage than that. And it says, let's see here. If you take 4 points in a single hit, you suffer nervous convulsions and collapse for 2 rounds, followed by 5 rounds with a -2 penalty to attacks, and you move at 75% of your normal rate. Dex bonuses do not apply during this 7-round period. A victim becomes incapacitated if their dexterity is reduced to 3 and dies if it is reduced to 0. Half the dex points are recovered naturally at a rate of 1 point per day, but the remainder can only be regained by casting of Cure Disease. And so,
Okay.
this is a rather insidious bush called a witherweed.
Does anyone feel like lighting it on fire? That was really mean.
Show do.
Let me get out of the way. Ugh.
I'm all for the lighting it on fire.
Everybody roll initiative. And it's not like it can move, but you know. So what did Borman get?
7. Malachi got 5, and Willow got 6.
And Mavis?
Both my characters got 4.
Okay. And Dentry?
2.
And Jackson?
5.
Okay. So, Borman, you see that this plant reached out and pimp slapped Alora, and she's looking a little wobbly. What does Borman want to do?
Mavis is able to back up if she chooses to at any time. Is that correct?
Alora, yeah, Alora can back up.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna throw my axe at it.
Okay.
Is what I'm gonna do, and so that'll be 4 on the thing. D20. Here we go. 16. That hits AC 1.
That hits.
All right. This would be +1. 5. 5 points of damage.
Okay. All right. So you hook your axe at it, and you hit it like dead center of this thing, and the axe flies back to you. And you definitely did damage it. What does Willow want to do?
Nothing.
Yeah, Willow's probably creeped out by the fact that there's a plant attacking
I
you.
was like, man, I just wanted to go home. Let's go out. Step back. I'm gonna watch looking down this way. You know.
How about Malachi?
Malachi will throw a dagger at it. Step up, kind of over here, maybe. And,
so you guys didn't you guys find a magic dagger to give to Malachi?
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
well,
not a.
thanks
I don't
for
think it's a
calling.
throwing dagger, but it's at least like a what, a +1 or.
Yeah, I think it was a +1 dagger. I'm pretty sure. I totally forgot that.
All right. Well, I'm not going to go engage this in melee, but thank you for the.
Well, I mean, you can still throw it. It just won't return to you.
Right. Well,
And no bonus for. There's no special bonus for throwing. It's not weighted properly.
Right. But it counts as a magic attack, though, right?
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, dagger +1. Just 1d4. Here we go. All right, I'm going to throw it.
Okay.
And do I get a +1 on the throw?
Yes.
I get the +1 on the throw for my dex.
Yep, you get a +1 to attack and to damage.
All right, so there's that. D20 throwing 19 to hit. AC 0. I'll hit AC 0.
That hits.
And so this will be +1. 4 points of magic dagger damage.
Okay. Okay. Jackson.
Jackson's like, oh, not one of these stupid crazy plans, and comes over.
Jackson.
Slashy on.
Jackson, go ahead and roll. What is Jackson's intelligence?
Not high. What the hell is his intelligence?
For our smarts.
Definitely not my guy. My dude's got like nothing. He's 8.
Yeah.
I would think that Jackson would, being a ranger. Yeah, go ahead and roll a d20. Make an intelligence ability check. So you want to roll under your intelligence.
Okay.
Let's just see if Jackson.
Hey!
Okay. Jackson knows that this is a witherweed, and Jackson knows that the dry scrub of the witherweed is easily burned. However, should the plant be burned, it releases a toxic smoke filling an area 9 times the area of the witherweed. Anyone inhaling the oily smoke must save versus poison or die.
Okay, so burning it's not the best option.
Right.
Yell at Dentry, don't burn the damn thing, you idiot. That's going to kill us.
You don't want to smoke this weed.
Dentry's like, fine, I'll just use my axes, whatever, it's fine.
So what does Jackson want to do?
Jackson's going to attack with the Vorpal.
Okay.
Let me add the buffs. I said confirmed MU. Okay. And rolling. 19 to hit.
That hits. And
Sweet.
that wasn't a natural 19.
It was not, no.
Yeah.
It was 16 plus 3.
Okay.
But now I'm going to do 6 points of damage on it.
Okay. And so Jackson, it doesn't matter. Jackson swings out with his Vorpal and cuts the damn witherweed to the ground and kills it.
Did some hedge trimming over here.
Yes.
Now you say burning this thing creates a hazardous smoke that can kill people?
Yes.
Malachi will stuff a bunch of that shit in a bag.
Okay.
Yeah, we might want to gas some people at some point again.
Malachi is the collector of all things harmful.
So yeah, it is a 5 foot. You can just say 5 foot witherweed, which means that if it lit on fire, it will fill 40 feet or 40 foot diameter of space with this black, oily, poisonous smoke. And you guys get a roll. Believe it or not, the witherweed does have treasure because it anything that it has killed, it stays there. So who wants to make a percentage roll?
I will, I guess.
You did it in, so.
I
don't trust myself to do a good roll.
Well, there's a 91. I rolled great. So
now I'm just curious for shits and giggles.
Yeah, no, there's no treasure there.
There would be no treasure on any table at that.
Right.
If it makes you feel better, I would have got a 98 or a 79.
Yeah. So anyway,
So
There's that.
I'm going to divide up XP for you guys.
All right.
Wow, you guys got a shit ton of XP. Each of you gets 2,791 XP.
2,791.
Yes.
Dang.
That's really nice.
Just to confirm, that was 2,971.
Well, I think that's going to put Malachi at a level 4.
Nice.
Yeah. And
What was that ping?
Evidently I can click ping to try to get people's attention. Ping.
Well, it worked, sort of. You know. I mean,
Yeah, it got your attention.
what do you want?
all right. Well, I will do my character sheet at a later time, probably later today. But I'm pretty sure that I got Borman up. I mean, not Borman, Malachi up. So that's, and I made Borman closer to going up, but not at all powerful enough. All right. And then we will just continue to wait on all the gold transfers and all that at another time.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. I mean, you could divvy it up now. It's up to you.
No, but I would try to. I mean, if we're out here on the outside where these things are, I would like to try to show a duck or a chipmunk or a bat or anything that's Gorgon head and see if it makes it go stiffy stiff.
So okay, so you looking around this area, you don't see that there's any wildlife that has wanted to make its way into Castle Braun. They all seem wise enough to keep their distance from this clearly haunted and but slowly getting cleaned out castle.
Okay.
It seems like they're the wildlife is smarter about it than bandits and whatnot have been in the past.
That's just great. Well, I had fun.
All right. Well, I will see you guys next week. We'll continue to use roll. I'm going to spend some time and make a DM's sheet, which won't be a character sheet per se, but it will be more like a DM screen. So, and I'll have an initiative tracker on it too. So,
yeah, if the developers, since they said they kind of really referred themselves to you, if they watch this, the clinkety clank when moving tokens around is extremely bothersome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a little weird.
And the lack of player abilities, or you don't have it set up for me to put conditions on my tokens.
Yeah,
like when I'm invisible or not.
Right.
Because that's really important.
Yeah. I think, on the one hand, though, I kind of like it. And the reason why is because Roll20 seems to put way too much emphasis on the actual tokens. Like, everything is tied to those damn tokens. And I kind of like the direction that they went, where they put the emphasis on the character sheet, which is really, where it belongs. And so, like, things like if you're invisible or whatnot, if it's going to be for a long time, there is a notes section in the character sheet that you can add that to, and things of that nature. Now, they've focused everything on the actual character sheet.
We can only do one character sheet on the system.
Yeah, I guess maybe. So, like, there's one that says set as primary.
I have 2 character sheets.
Do you?
Yeah. I have Dantry and I have Jackson.
Oh yeah, I guess you can add additional. Yeah, you can click new sheet, so you could have like a separate sheet just for spells. I threw everything
Yeah, you
all
just have
into
to add
one.
it from in the game. That's what
Right.
it
Oh
looks like. It's
well,
gotta be-
yeah. I'll probably I'll work somewhere on trying to get all my guys up on the character thing.
But yeah, like I said, I just threw everything into the one character sheet because, you know, you've got this handy menu where you can go down and select your spells or your equipment or what have you. And I was like, there's no reason to make it two. It just is easier this way. But like I said, I'm gonna create a sheet that tracks initiative and the basically for the game master that'll track initiative. It'll have the attack matrix, things of that nature on it. So.
Well,
Chris, I did hit level 5, so
Nice.
what? There's that something I'm supposed to get a new roll on.
Then let's see here. I believe so.
you get a new combat mastery.
Yeah, I think you get
Yeah.
you get a new combat talent, and it is, let's see here. So if you look in books, combat talents.
Well, I'm gonna get out. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. Yeah, so if you look over and if you click on books, you want Carcass Crawler number 1.
Okay.
And it is on page
Books.
28.
Carcass Crawler number 1.
And if you click on that, you can select to open in a new tab or a new window.
New window, yeah.
And then on page 28, there is the 6 different combat talents that are available to a fighter.
Cool. And I'm not sure if my other character made it or not yet. So you said a page. I didn't even hear it. What was the page?
28.
28. 28. Pick one of these. No. Could take like weapon specialist or something. Or...
Yeah, you could specialize in a weapon that'll give you a +1 to attack and damage, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I figure I pretty much been using this sword nonstop.
Well, and the
So,
thing
who knows?
you can
Get it, and then I get a better weapon.
Yeah, and you can pick it. You can pick weapon specialization with swords, or with short swords, or axe, or whatever. So, any one of those swords that you pick up, you would be specialized in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look at these kind of when fighting with the dagger in the offhand. Nope.
Main gauche.
Slayer.
Main gauche is. I mean, if you were like say like a fighter bard or a fighter rogue, main gauche would be pretty fantastic.
Yeah, my guy seems to be more of the.
It's very Three Musketeers. You
Which
know,
I dig.
Dagger in one hand and a sword in the other. You know.
Yeah. I already have defender, so
Yeah.
it'll probably either be weapon specialist or cleave.
You could do something crazy like weapon specialist, whip.
Right, and then just not have a whip ever.
Well, you get a whip, man. Whips are cool because if you hit, then they entangle as well. They only do like 1d2 damage, but entangling your opponent is
That is useful.
yes.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I will see you guys next week.
See you next week.
All right. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Bye.